Dawn Levin's feet hurt, and her hair smelled of coffee and for some reason hazelnut, but since that meant she had a job and therefore a paycheck, she didn't care. Her wolf stretched her legs before curling up for a nap inside her, and Dawn held back a smile. She'd gone running late last night under the crescent moon since she wasn't able to sleep, and her wolf had wanted to play. So now at least one of them was partially satisfied for the time being. The human part of her, well, at least she had a job, and a relatively stable roof over her head once she went back to the den. She filled another order, pulling 2 shots of espresso as she frowned. Was her home technically called a den? She wasn't sure, but her family had always called it that since they didn't have another word for it. She was a Central Pack wolf, a wolf who technically didn't have a pack at all since the Centrals weren't yet recognized by the Moon Goddess, or many of the other packs in the country. Before she was born, the former Alpha and many of his followers had done horrible things, and ended up killing most of the pack in the process. Dawn had been taught the violent history at a young age like the rest of the children she'd grown up with. The elders hadn't wanted there to be secrets. They'd also wanted any hotheads within the pack to learn from past mistakes. "Dawn, hurry up, we're running behind." She winced at her boss's words and went back to making foam. She could usually do most of her work in her sleep, but with her brain going in 1,000 different directions today, she apparently couldn't quite keep up. The door opened and she looked to see her friend and fellow wolf Sam walk through holding his empty canvas bag. He was their delivery boy and jack of all trades. She liked the fact that she had a pack member who ventured out of the den every so often, but she knew she still did more than others. Sam was learning to be more human these days since her pack had hidden themselves even more after the unveiling, but now she had a friend she got to see every day outside the den as well. "Hey," he said with a wink. "Got anything for me?" She nodded and gestured toward the end of the coffee bar. Since her boss was still watching, she didn't talk to Sam before he headed out, but she knew she'd see him back at the den. He was older, and their wolves far different, but they fit together nicely on the fringes of a pack that wasn't a pack.